The family lawyer I went to here in downtown Buffalo, a well updated, well modeled, well, you know, they into the monies. But he saw me because of the lady that sent me to him, because he's an accident lawyer, however that come into, and they were good. He handled a good case for her, so he saw me because of her. So I took all my papers into him, and he called me back in to have a chat, and he pulled down this advertisement from Amazon, I believe it was, for 20 something dollars. He put it in the file I gave him that his secretary had made off, but he showed it to me. He took it out and he showed me. He said, listen, I pulled this out. When he matched that up against the 25,000 names that is distributing, and he matched up the fact maybe with, he saw the billing was not nice and all this kind, and he saw where other people came in and all of that. But his advice to me, he didn't tell me what he saw, but he told me when he pulled down the price of the book and he showed it to me, he said, with all these people inside of here, and his partner came in, who was an older man, came in to the office, big lavish office, and he said, you may never see this money. Whatever money is going here, you may never see it. This is coming from a man of an experienced family thing. You could never see one penny where this is going. There's too much inside of here, you know. But and he's the one who told me in the bar associates in New York, you'll find somebody to go there. But I have to weed them out to get there and convince them to be able to go there. But there's one branch within that will go and do it. It is very hard for me. I don't have the money. But whatever it is, this lawyer, God bless him, he put me on the right track, because ethical, how it goes in the bar, he had was to be diplomatic to me, and it was nice that he opened certain doors and certain things in my head. Thank you. I'm sorry if I seem to be aggravated about this. Yes, I am aggravated about it, because at 73 years old, I don't need to do this. When I left Trinidad and Tobago, I was a settled woman. I already had a house. Having an accident forced me to stay here. Okay, and it went from one turmoil to the next. I was established with my house and everything. When I published with Author House, I was happy to do so. They seemed to be very promising, and I was happy. I was really happy with them. So I'm aggravated now that I have to do this, and the people who were supposed to help me at the Attorney General office, they turn like, well, the shortest word is shotgun. What could I do? Yes, I am highly aggravated about it. And you see, because it's taken me down every day as I do this, as I sit here by my window to do this. I have to do it at night so I don't pick up the neighborly sound on the phone, okay? As I said to do it, I am highly aggravated because it's taken me down memory lane, and it's not a pleasant memory. It is not a pleasant memory to see that the kind of labor I put in for all the years around the world in Trinidad. The last bit was in New York. That was a joke because, and I'll tell you why it became a joke. It can become a joke even though I was working illegally, and my boss actually bought it for me, and I was paying back in labor. That was okay. You see, because in New York now, it offered me more of the supplies that I want, even though I was scrubbing floors or whatever it is to get it. I left my nice house, my job, my restaurant, my boutique, everything. I come here for, the American dreams. Bullshit. Right now, yes, I am super pissed off about it. I do not wish to offend anybody, meaning I do not wish to offend Barnes& and Noble, Ingram, Yahoo, Amazon, any one of these people. I am just stating what I see in front of me. What is. Anything that I say about this company is, what was presented to me. But I'm not attacking them personally, because I had no dealing or no initial dealing with them. it is that Order House presented them to me after my book was already in, 5 years after my book was in. So that become a problem. I want to make it clear, I'm not attacking these firm, is what was presented to me. I do not know if or the house was piggybacking off these people. I don't know. I don't care to know. I'm just stating what happened. And if it seems that I am offending them, I apologize for that. The people at fault here clearly is Order House and the Attorney General Office. And however they feel about it, it's all right with me. What Order House doing here with the 60 cent Samsung that they are saying? I believe in my mind they really expect me to be scared of that. Like, I must be a criminal, I must be stupid, and I must run and say, oh, the IRS is looking for me for 60 cents. What tax do I pay on that? The IRS. I'm supposed to be scared now because I'm an immigrant. It's the IRS, and submit to them, and fall under them. And I say bullshit because I don't owe you a damn thing. Some people call it voodoo economy. I call it slavery and criminology. So please do not buy my book. Please. I don't care about, you could call me whatever you want, but don't buy my book. There's no reason why this is on this Rocket ebook. I don't own a Rocket book called Rocket ebook. It should never be on my quarterly report. Never. Or the house, give me back my money, or pay the taxes on this. Give me back every black penny. It is a disgrace. It's too much advantage. It's too much criminology on my head. I have spent the money. I have wrote the book. It's my life story. They have robbed me, and they razzle dazzle in the IRS. To hell with them. They better straighten up the act because I am not kidding. I hope and pray to God that what they're giving to me and they're showing to me, the quarterly report that Order House is showing to me, I hope they're not showing it to the IRS. In a way, that's wishful thinking because why don't you show the history of the book? Why don't you show the historical part of the sales? How many the books sell? Where it was sold, the amount of money sold. Why are you putting in 3 and 4 things on there that are not supposed to be there and all sorts of things? Why don't you cut to the chase and present the quarterly report right? Instead of that, they're confusing what we did. They're not straightforward on your monthly account. For what I got from the bulk, it's not. It's not. What could I say? It's not. I have to say it like it is. It is not. They're not formatting the quarterly report right. It's a razzle dazzle. It's a shady business. Like the dark horse in the race. That's what Order House is doing. So you will never know. Not even the government will know. Will never know who sold one of my books. What is this? What is this? Why should I take the rap for that? I'm not going to take the rap for that. So I'm going to come out and say, clean. They are razzling, dazzling the IRS, and I'm not going to take the blame for it. And I will go as far as saying, and I believe this, and if the IRS want to charge me on these grounds, they could go quite ahead. I'll deal with that battle also. But I am saying here, right now, today is the 7th of September, 2018, Order House is making their books in a way, from what I see, what I have, to razzle dazzle the IRS. And probably for me to get sting. I can't see where the sting is coming in because it's so stupid the way they make up the books. But this is what I'm saying right now. The books that Order House is making the way they format the account, the monthly account, they are razzle dazzling the IRS. They're even razzle dazzling the IRS through the different branches. the outlets, because that ISBN number is not circling back to them with sales. And what is showing up on the account is not right. So, I'm making myself clear because I am the one who's going to bear the burden. I'm the one who's going to have the heat on my butt. So there's a razzle dazzle going on there. It's corruption going down there right down the line for what I am seeing. As far as I'm concerned, there's a lot of charges that should go forward right now because it stinks. I will stress again, do not buy my book. If you see it on sale anywhere, Squatter, do not buy it. And I just want to mention, last year, I believe this with all my heart, that Author House put a crank on me. They had somebody doing ebooks call me up, which is book on demand, call me up to switch over. But the way the person called, like you're a movie star or something, I got a good offer for you, one you can't resist, and all this sort of a stale man pitch. I born selling, I born selling in Laventille Hills. I born selling. I grew up selling. So they want to give me a sale pitch that they're going to publish this book for less than $10. So bottom line, I said no. So, well, why not? I said, no, well, I'm already in the pot. Why jump in the fire? Why am I jumping out from? I can't meet your sense. And I particularly is really upset about writing this book. This book hasn't bring me any joy. I am disgusted about it. The thing is that is tying me down is Author House went and get the ISBN number. Now, for me to start over again at my age, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go and have to find an ISBN number, get a cover and all this kind of thing. So with an ISBN number, they could control this fax. So this is why I make this video, because they are control freaks. They want to control everything. You understand this? So please don't buy this book. Anybody see it out there, don't buy it. I know the word slave doesn't probably hold on to a book, but indeed it is that what it is doing, because I am not getting any return onto this. And besides that, I think they are bad business people. This here is my navigator, the bulk that was sent. Ebook. I don't own an ebook. Rocket ebook. I do not. Every page I turn here will have Rocket ebook on it. I call them American terrorists. Rocket ebook. 9 to 10. This is my guideline. This is the foundation from the bulk that was on Rocket ebook. I do not own a Rocket ebook. So what? You're terrorizing me? Well, I want my money back, and charges should be made to these people. Okay, this letter here is from my caseworker, Miss Fran. She's thanking me for the complaint, and she was turned on to my case by the deputy attorney general. So she's thankful for showing that the Indiana consumer law had enforced effectively. So she's thanking me for the complaint here. But over here now, on this letter, when the case is closed, and she got the 2 letters from Eugene Hopkins, which I refuse to talk to, she's saying here that Indiana statute, the office, the Attorney General office, represent the state of Indiana, not individual consumers. And I am saying here the coin flipped, because one minute you're glad that I ain't showing that the state enforce right laws effectively, and here you're saying that only for Indiana. So make up your mind. Okay, Squatter is the same ebook that went in 98. My question is to Author House is, why did it go and put my book as a fictionary work, when, as you can see here, just for a brief, that there's a bunch of like this is a letter from Norway from my lawyer through my divorce on this page. And this is a void letter also. This also is it also have, this is my divorce papers from Norway, a letter from my daughter, my dad, my husband and I, my daddy at my wedding, my son who got killed, my niece in Norway making me this picture she thought was me, my wedding ceremony. Why would Author House take these things and make it, my book, into a fictionary book? I would like to know. Author House is the rottenness of scams. But what I would like to say also is that after years of dealing with them, all I have is a very bad stomach. The interesting thing about this, though, is that the dates are interesting. When this went paperback, when my equation was made, and and when they got the ESPN number, the dates of them interest me, and the time of which my website with the equation was being scrubbed in Westfield. So that sort of things. But when I think about it, yeah, I could say I have a very, very sick stomach even doing this. Why would you go and make a work of such? You make this was my ebook when in '98. Why did you go and do this as a work of fiction? Why did you do that? Why did you get an ESP number saying that this is a work of fiction? And this has been done just after they scrub. They did this just after they scrub my website of Divine Equation. So there's a link there somehow. So for me, Author House is nothing but, has been, really ridiculous dealing with. This is a picture of Kautokeino in Norway, where they captured, my husband took me to see this site where they captured two of the biggest warships in World War II. So I find Author House just make me sick. Meanwhile, with all the bullshit, I have to wait for them to send me, and it don't look like they're going to send me the 40 cents for me to get $1 to go to the dollar store, because I only shop at the dollar store. But these kind of people, they'll walk over you and they're high and mighty. But I have to wait now. I'm still waiting, because I'm a dollar store shopper. Peace to those people who put a stumbling block in front of my way for all the years. But I will say, Author House, I won back every black penny you took from me. And even, I can't find the receipt for the $90 where you said you make a cover and make it green. But I'm going to look for it after I finish working. I want back all my money. Give me back all my money, every black penny.